Texas Podcast Massacre contains spoilers and adult language. For more horror, visit us at our website at texaspodcastmassacre.com.
Welcome to another episode of Texas Podcast Massacre, coming to you from Houston, Texas. I'm your host, Mitch, and with me, as always, are my Valentines, Nate.
Want to date, Kate?
As long as you're not late, Kate. Nate. Oh, as long as you're not late, Nate was right there for me. Oh, no.
Come on, it was right there. Wow.
Damn it. And, of course, our unsuspecting Valentine. Well, are you really an unsuspecting Valentine? I don't know. But Lisa.
No, not anymore.
Every show for her is a chocolate filled with maggots at this point. Yeah. Right? Are we there yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay.
You know, it's like when you're older and you have crushes, you give them nice gifts. But when you're younger, you're pulling the pigtails and you know, you're being a jerk to show that you like someone. That's effectively what we're doing with Lisa. You know, we
Mitchell,
like you so
I know you
much.
like me. We can get past that, okay?
Yeah, who are all these crushes you have?
Every week,
that you're
Lisa,
buying nice
that I
things
bring
for.
you, that you come back on this show is just a testament to, you know, I have to keep reaffirming my liking of you. So, well, welcome to our Valentine's Day episode. That's not quite on Valentine's Day, but it's fine. We are going to be reviewing the 90s classic Valentine.
Early 2000s.
Calm down, classic.
Classic. Yes.
Not classic.
It was in the bridge there. But we have brought on another couple of our very favorite unsuspecting victims. We have Matt.
Hey there. Glad to be back.
And Jill.
Hi. Thank you for ruining Valentine's Day.
We tried. So let's see.
Welcome to my world.
So as longtime listeners know, Matt is our Asian film studies correspondent.
Or somehow,
some way.
And Jill is our how did I get roped into this again?
Jill is the person we purposefully pick terrible movies for and try to ruin things for you. So it's really tracking. I mean, when you were looking for a nanny, we made you watch The Hand That Rocks the Cradle.
The worst.
Yeah. I don't know that we've had you... Actually, I think we've had you watch one or two okay movies.
The Hand That Rocks the Cradle was not that bad. It was a good movie. It just traumatized me.
Yeah. Say that's very cool.
Better
And
than Jawbreaker. That's for sure.
I enjoyed Jawbreaker.
Yeah,
suck it.
There we go.
Well, welcome back. Look, we have a lot to... Well, I say we have a lot to get to. We have stuff to talk about in this movie for sure. I mean, we've got Denise Richards leading this powerhouse ensemble. Are these words that are still... I need to get a dictionary. I don't know if I'm using these words right, Nate.
These are words. That is accurate.
Absolutely, you're absolutely crushing it right now.
But look, as always, before we get into this movie... Let's have a debate question.
Bid our father, the Sea King, rise from the depths full foul in his fury. Black waves teeming with salt foam to smother this young mouth with pungent slime.
Wait. I'm sorry. How about an unrealistic and kind of out of nowhere twist? Instead of a debate, let's play a game.
Time to play the game.
Yeah, the twist landed just about as well as this movie.
No, double twist.
Perfect.
Episode's over. Good night, everyone.
Oh, okay.
This was a better executed twist for sure.
That's
Nate,
That's the thing about our podcast. If Lisa was the director of the podcast, the director's cut of every episode would be like 5 minutes long, and then it would just be over.
The commentary.
I think it was either Nickelodeon or one of the kids' shows growing up, but they had, I don't know if anyone will remember this, they had Mike's Super Short Show. It was like 2 minutes long. You remember Mike's Super Short Show?
Yes, I do remember that.
Yeah. That's what I would model this after.
So Lisa just goes, they did. Roll credits.
Bam.
All right.
All right.
Some bonus episodes, maybe we could knock out a whole year's worth in like 2 nights. That'd be
right?
Great. Yeah.
So look, we have a couple couples on here. It's Valentine's week episode. Nate has a game for us, which surely is only is good things. I can wait, but let's go ahead.
So imagine it's the Newlywed Game, and I've just entirely ripped it off. So that's the game.
Got it.
It's about, but instead of being general Newlywed stuff, it is about horror and movies. So you guys
are gonna go so well.
How well do you guys know each other in terms of horror and movies?
Interesting.
So that is, and again, it's for each other. There's no trivia. It's not trivia or anything like that. It'll be the answers you give that the other person writes down and see if they match.
Honestly, maybe we should have had Lisa read and you and me could have been on a team. We got to knock this out of the park. All right.
I feel like this levels the playing field.
Go well. Yeah, that could never go well because if we do too well, Lisa's going to be like, we need to tone this back. But if we don't do well enough, it's like, why are we doing this podcast?
Right.
Let's keep it.
That's right. Maybe some doors are better left.
Mitch, I don't want to put labels on this. That's okay. Let's
you know what?
We're take it easy.
We're just two podcasters having fun. I gotcha. All right. All right. Well, look, we've got you as instructed. 2 minutes before the show started, I've got my pad of paper. Everyone's got
get your pad of paper. Okay. For each question, you're going to write down the answer for you so from the prompt, like what your answer will be. And then you also write down what you think the other person's answer will be. And so we'll see, you have a possibility. If you both guess each other's correctly, then you get 2 points. And then we'll see who gets the most at the end. Okay. So those are the rules. Okay. Everyone understands them, right?
Yep.
Well, too bad.
Yes.
All right.
Sure.
Everyone get your paper out. Again, your answer for you and what you think the other person's answer will be. First question. Okay. So when trick-or-treating, what candy would your spouse steal out of your bag?
Oh.
This is a real easy one. Real starting easy here. So
look at Mitch's face.
Mitch's like, you better know what candy I would steal, or it's over.
Am I writing like what I think she would say?
So write what you would steal out of her bag.
Oh, okay.
Right, and then write what you think that she would say about herself. Yeah.
On the same paper.
Yeah, it's the same. Yeah.
Thought you stood the rules, Mitch.
Yeah, I thought you would.
I mean, I heard you. You asked me if I heard, not that I understood.
Okay, so I fit my brain understood words.
So you're fine. Right? So you can get that semantic though.
Moving on.
This is already causing podcast relationship unrest already. So this is going great. Yeah. All right, is everyone done? Everyone completed.
Good.
Let's do it.
All right. So, Mitch, I'm going to have you go first. What are the answers that you put? So, what did you put for yourself?
I put gummy bears.
Okay. And Lisa, did you put gummy bears?
No, who gives out gummy bears at Halloween?
True. You got to think about what people give out at Halloween. Just because it's your favorite
candy doesn't mean we get it for Halloween.
Mitch, I've never seen a gummy bear in my life on Halloween.
Well, I went trick-or-treating at a better place. All right.
Wow. Okay.
I don't think you went to good.
What did you say I would?
You said you would take my Reese's.
Oh, Reese's. Yeah. Solid.
Maybe.
All right.
Okay. And what did you put for you?
Yeah, Lisa.
I said you would. I said I would take your Reese's.
You said Reese's for both.
We fight over the Reese's.
So you guys are
That's
just
not good.
stealing Reese's from each other as the night goes on? Okay.
Trust me, when we get a variety pack and it's like Snickers and Hershey's and whatever, first thing that gets
it's a
eaten
mad
is
dash to the bottom for all the Reese's is what you're saying. Okay. All right, Mitch, and what did you put that Lisa?
Not Reese's. I put Snickers because you always eat Snickers.
Oh, she just dunked on Snickers. That is an offer. We are an offer. All right, Matt and Jill, let's see if you guys can beat that. Not a high bar. All right. So,
Nate, you and I should have done this to see if you and I are a better couple.
I would not have gotten gummy bears. There's no chance. That is
I'm exhausted. Go ahead.
That's ungettable. All right, Jill. So what did you put for yourself for your answer?
That I would steal from Matt.
Yes.
I would steal Snickers.
Oh, and Matt, did you put Snickers?
I was a little more specific, but I said Snickers minis.
Oh,
like the little bite-sized ones.
Minis. Yeah.
Those are Jill's favorite for sure.
That is wow. Okay. So that's good. Matt, what did you put for yourself? So what would you be grabbing?
I would probably grab the Baby Ruths.
Oh, Baby Ruth.
What you got?
And Jill.
2 for 2?
I put Baby Ruth, although I know that is not your favorite candy. Your favorite is Take 5, but that's not a common Halloween candy, so I didn't put it.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I know you love gummy bears, but we never get them for Halloween.
Wow. That was, I wish I could give, it's my own game and I can't change the rules, but I would give bonus points for that. That was impressive.
That was impressive.
Wow, okay.
Also,
first round,
Baby Ruth.
Oh, they're so good. They're so good.
Nobody.
The ones,
dude, Matt
and like a Payday.
Up. No one's
common.
That's fair.
So good.
That's fair. No one's asking for them. So yeah, that makes sense.
Payday and Baby Ruth are like C-level.
Whatchamacallit,
in terms of what people want. But if you like those, they're for the taking. I mean, that's great. That's a good strategy.
All right, let's get to round 2, redemption.
Round 2, redemption. Okay.
Hope springs eternal.
All right. This is gonna be my favorite question. Okay, so who is your partner's actor crush? So it has to be an actor. No, well, I guess if a singer has been in a movie, they're an actor, but try to keep it actor.
There are just so many that Matt has.
I'll pick number 1.
Matt's got a specific type.
If I don't know if I can't remember his name right now, but never mind, I remember his name.
Okay. You could throw a character name in there too.
Okay. It would have been
as long as if it's close, that's fine.
All right. I feel confident about this, which means I'm absolutely not getting this right. So
that's how it works.
That's
why it's fun. All right.
We go reverse order, I guess.
Okay. Well, I guess someone else is making the rules. Now Mitch goes first. All right. So
sorry,
Mitch,
when I'm in front of the console, I'm running all the thing. I can't let go of that control. Sorry, Nate.
Let go and let love. Right,
let love take over. Let love take over.
Exactly. All right, Mitch, what did you put for yourself? Who is your actor crush?
Gal Gadot.
Gal Gadot. Okay. And what did you put?
Yeah.
Oh, no, Jennifer Love Hewitt?
No, well, that was back in the day. We've moved on.
Bitch, have you moved on?
Well, you said my current crush, right? This is.
Okay, sure.
We're not talking. Right. You didn't say childhood.
I just said actor crush. It can be.
Yeah, well, not currently. It's not. What's she been in? She's not around.
Stop trying to take points away from us, Nate.
All right, you got points. All right, Lisa, what did you put for your crush?
Henry Cavill.
Boom.
Nice. All right, you got Superman, and we got Superman.
I was just gonna say The Witcher, but yeah, I was like, there it is. Got it.
Okay, there you go. All right, that was a comeback. All right,
what, Jill? No,
not my type.
Not your type.
Well, yeah, look at Matt.
Too chiseled.
Henry Cavill.
Sorry,
me? I mean, it's like
no contest.
It's like
twins. Matt.
Aw.
How many Train to Busan episodes has he? But no, I was kidding. All right.
Well, how many
so,
train to Busan's just ran over Matt with that one? Jesus.
Yeah, I know. You got thrown
I'm
under the
just
Train to
teasing.
Busan.
This is going
Freeze
real
the frame
well.
in one scene. You'll see
Yeah.
Matt just
Me and
diving under
Matt
the
get
train
not great.
as it comes forward. All right, Jill, who was your actor crush that you wrote down?
Well, I have a new one that I haven't told Matt about.
Oh, that's great.
So,
Cool.
so I didn't put
Cool.
him.
Okay, probably a good move. All right.
So
Strategery.
I put Ryan Gosling.
Yeah. All right. That's
Whoa,
something.
whoa.
But who is
Who's
the new one? Who's the new hotness?
Army
Nice.
Hammer.
Oh.
Wait a minute.
Really?
Isn't that guy
We
super pervy?
we just
Wait,
rewatched.
still?
I think there's been some kind of scandal with him, but I'm not all up
Yes.
on it.
He's a
Maybe I
cannibal.
don't want to know. What?
He's a
What?
cannibal?
Hold on.
Yes.
What are you talking about?
Wait,
Supposedly. Maybe.
Okay.
Allegedly.
Light cannibalism.
All right, Lisa's
Like
been on
cannibalism.
4chan recently, so that's not great. What is happening?
Lisa's all up on the.
Wow, man, I love being associated with that. You know, saying this is who Jill prefers.
All right.
Cannibals,
Great,
apparently.
great company.
Well, it sounds like Jill will be eating him up. But anyway,
You do grill. You're good at grilling, so I mean, it's.
Oh, here we go. All right, Matt, who is your selection for your?
Yeah, I just said
crush?
nope because I don't have any actors that I prefer.
Matt,
Good
that is
actors
such a
very
cop-out.
clearly. And yet it's true. I could not
Yes.
come up with anybody. Is a goose egg, zero,
Nobody.
nothing.
Wow,
Jill.
he just pulled a gummy bears on a Halloween Andy
Yeah,
question.
he nope.
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 Why would you do that? You're making
Jill,
us
who
lose.
did you say? Jill, who did you say?
Margot Robbie.
Oh, Margot Robbie.
Yeah, you guys didn't say
Reasonable.
actresses for the guys. I
Matt.
could have probably.
It's just an act.
Matt.
Come on. It's
Wait,
It was
so
both.
Matt, you were sitting over here like, which dude am I crushing on right now? Like, man,
No,
I
I don't.
I
I
get
am
so
not.
lost in Leo's Baby Blues, but I think it's time to move on.
all right.
I mean,
well,
there are two separate words. You could say actors and actresses or something.
it's actor can be both. So
That was
all
a
right.
dumb semantic reason for us to not
Yeah, I
get that
don't know.
point.
Words
I'm-
have meaning.
Mitch is like,
saying.
I don't care what the question is. Gal Gadot. That's it. That's it. I don't care what best puppy. Gal Gadot. I don't care. All right.
We're still alive.
Okay.
Just
okay.
saying.
Next question. So it is actually tied now. So this is great. All right. This is a specific one. Get your memory caps out. Or if you guys both can't remember, you'll pick the right one. But what was the first Halloween costume that you saw your significant other in? Oh, that's a tough one.
That's a tough one.
So what were you wearing? What were they wearing? Essentially. Can you remember it?
Well,
Oh, Mitch is like, if you don't remember this.
no, I'm just trying to remember which one was first.
Oh, okay. There you go. That's good.
It's like 15 years ago. You guys have
well-
a clear advantage here.
Yeah.
Clear advantage.
Well, if you don't remember it until 3 years ago, then you guys are set. I mean,
Bro, I don't-
Met this
I don't
fool
remember-
12 years ago now. It's not that much difference.
I don't remember what the hell I did last week. Would you like? I'm gonna remember something from 12 years ago.
Hold on. No, it's been even longer than that.
Focus on the question.
Yeah, go on.
all right. Come on.
Matt's worried he's about to forget his
There's a
anniversary.
time limit. The parties actually weren't on Halloween Day, so Matt's going to put none.
Accurate.
All right. Do you guys, I'll give you another couple seconds here. All right.
I just remembered.
I'm beaming it.
Let's
to
see
you,
if Matt,
Lisa.
the key is does Matt get it is the question. All right, Mitch, I'm going to have you go first.
Sure.
What were you wearing the first Halloween costume that you saw?
I think
Uh-oh.
Here we go.
I put pirate.
Me
Pirate.
too.
Nice. Wait, Lisa, were you a pirate or were you both?
I was a pirate.
We were both pirates.
That is not what I have.
Uh-oh.
I don't remember.
Lisa, did you put pirate for you?
Uh-huh. We were both pirates because we took my baby cousin out trick-or-treating.
I couldn't remember if you dressed up or if it was just me when we took. Okay.
Oh, Mitch.
Because I had dressed up.
What did you put for Lisa? What did you put for Lisa?
I put poison ivy because I think the next year it must have been or later on it was poison ivy and scarecrow.
Okay. Not you got half. You got half there. Nice.
Yeah.
All right, Jill. What were you wearing first Halloween?
I feel like there's no way Matt is gonna remember this, but our first Halloween, we didn't like go to a Halloween party or anything. We just went. I think we actually went trick-or-treating, and I dressed up like a frat boy because I didn't have a costume to wear, so I just wore like a polo shirt and cargo shorts.
Some sort of golf visor, I hope, was involved.
Maybe.
Your collar was popped, obviously.
Definitely popped collar. Okay, I think like fratty looking sunglasses.
Okay. Yep. That's okay. That works. Matt, what did you put?
I think I'm thinking of sophomore year. So I put down for Jill, Queen of Hearts costume.
That's what I put until I had a realization.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Almost.
All right, Matt.
Mm-hmm. Swing and a miss.
What did you have for? What were you wearing the first Halloween costume?
I'm like confident that I'm wrong here, but I put down Indiana Jones.
So that's what I had put until I remembered you were Danny Zuko. So I should have just not tried to remember.
You're killing me.
So Jill's great memory is ruining the. I'm just kidding. All right. Okay, there we go. Oh, all right. Mitch and Lisa are up by 1 point. Last question. I have more questions, but this is taking longer than I thought. But there's a lot of good treasure trove of stuff here, so no worries there. All right. This is a pretty subjective one. So which horror villain best represents you?
Wait, so am I answering which one I think
both
represents Lisa or?
Yeah. You say which horror villain.
What would I say about myself?
Yeah. And what would you say about yourself? Yeah.
Oh, heck.
Pick a horror villain. Somebody.
What if you don't watch horror films?
You know some horror films. Actually, knowing less horror films makes it easier for you and Matt, probably.
Yeah, we know way too many people.
Yeah, so if you know too many, then you got a big selection to choose from. This is an interesting
this is
one.
hard.
Mitch, I'm gonna send you a soap shoe article
Please
from
don't.
Vice.
Please don't.
I was gonna send you that. Yep.
This is tough.
Yeah, this is a hard one. This is a hard one. So think about this. Talking about Valentine's gonna be way easier than this. It's gonna be like Mitch going to school. It's gonna be like everything's great after this.
Okay. I have my answers.
You think you have yours? Lisa looks very confident.
Yeah.
The confidence is overflowing on this one. Jill and Matt, are you guys good? Ish.
No
All
way.
right.
Why don't Mitch and Lisa
Whatever.
go first? I'm still kind of thinking.
Okay, Mitch, who is the horror villain who best represents you, the closest to you?
Probably Leatherface.
Leatherface.
Good with tools, cooks. Boom.
In Texas. You're wearing a Longhorn
in
shirt.
Texas.
Right in the same general area that it was filmed.
It was harder for me to pick for me than for Lisa. Lisa's, I feel a lot more confident. Lisa, that face does not bode well.
I said Jason.
Oh, Jason.
I am a mama's boy, so that is
Mama's boy.
Not entirely inaccurate. Okay.
Actually, Mitch tipping over in water with watercraft. Now I'm in on it. Actually,
Jason might be Jason might be the more correct answer.
I think Lisa might have been more. All right, Lisa, what did you put?
Yeah, what did you put yourself?
For you? Jigsaw.
Ooh,
not what I picked.
Nice.
What'd you put?
I put Samara.
Oh,
why?
Doesn't she hate the ring? Oh,
Just to be
Just
me.
because she hates it doesn't mean it doesn't.
Why
just because you hate
Samara?
it doesn't mean you won't put it for an answer.
This was a dumb question.
Lisa likes the escape rooms all over the place. Jigsaw, right?
Yeah, look,
Yep,
this has not been my strongest effort.
This is great. I'm loving this. I feel like Jigsaw. Like I'm just making everyone miserable with my game. This is fantastic. All right, Jill, did you get a chance? You got yours completed?
Yes, I got it.
Who is your horror villain?
Carrie.
Okay, that's a solid one.
The idea of the revenge. I'm very revenge motivated. At least in my head.
That kissing girlfriend and that senior prom. Oh man, just put a table right through her.
Jill's taking notes during Valentine, like, "Oh, that's a good idea."
Yeah,
it's like, oh,
don't ever reject.
What rhymes with yearbook?
Me.
Okay, here we go. All right, Matt, what did you put for Jill?
So it's funny. Like I was totally thinking, it's like, who from horror, is known for revenge? Because Jill will hold a vendetta for a long time, and it's like I just haven't seen any movies. Like Carrie makes a lot of sense. I've never seen it. I totally would have put Carrie if I'd seen it with that. So I haven't. I just said Zombie Bride. The only horror movies I watch that don't are like zombie movies. So Zombie Bride.
Zombie Bride. Okay. All right. Well, Matt, who did you put? Which zombie did you put? Sorry.
I didn't put anything down. I mean, again, I don't watch movies, so I can't even tell you what any of them are like because I haven't. Yes, I could put down like Jason or something like that, but I've never watched any of those movies. So this question sucks.
Jill, who'd you put for Matt?
I put Hannibal Lecter because apparently I'm into cannibals.
That's the way to play. That's 100 points. You won the game. All right.
Well done,
awesome.
Jill.
What are you saying about me, Jill?
Done.
That was great. Wow. Okay.
I guess I do like a nice Chianti.
Look, Jill is consistent. She wants dudes who eat dudes, and she wants to get revenge on the people that used to be with those dudes who now eat dudes. So
that's a lot to process, but it's
a lot to process.
Nate,
I think that makes sense.
What other questions did you have? I know we don't have time. What other questions did you have?
I had a few other questions. I had what movie scared you the most?
God damn it. All right, go ahead.
I had which that could be a good one.
We could have easily gotten that one.
Yeah, that one would have been good.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
And I was gonna put what was the first horror movie you watched, but that one is kind of tough because you might not have talked about every single movie you watched when you were a little.
Lisa and I have. Woo!
Well, all right. I'm glad I didn't because then it would have been too easy. Yeah. All right. So the winner barely was Mitch and Lisa with one answer. The pirate, the pirate, Mitch being a pirate got them the win.
Yar.
So, but it was barely.
Well,
Mitch,
I think poor showing on both sides.
Mitch, who's the horror villain that you think I picked?
Leprechaun.
Got it.
Nate, you and I would have run this.
Yeah, we would have ran this. I would not have known a couple of these for you, Mitch, but we could have got a few. All right. All right. That's the game.
If you've made it this far, first off, why? You could have fast forwarded through much of this. But thank you for listening to this game. You can play these same questions with your friends, with your with your own partner. You can also
you're on a dating app. you're on a dating app, just ask one of these questions. Yeah. See what happens. See if they respond back. That's it.
If you go on a blind date, this is the little speed dating thing. This is just, you just hit a rapid fire, you know.
Hey, what horror villain best represents you? They're like, check, please. Thank you.
Did you say Chucky? No, check, please.
Close.
But yeah, let us know how you did on your own version. You can let us know at Texas Podcast Massacre at gmail.com, TX Pod Massacre on Twitter, Texas Podcast Massacre everywhere else. All right, look, games are all fun, but we came here for some romance. We came here for a little murder. A hot tub time machine. So let's talk about this week's movie of the week, Valentine.
He loves me.
Spend this Valentine's Day.
He loves me not.
With someone you love.
He loves me.
Someone you trust.
He loves me not.
And someone you know.
He loves me.
Won't try to kill you.
Will you dance with me? Dance with me? Dance with me?
Remember the kid everybody ignored on Valentine's Day?
Loser.
Well, he remembers you.
God, we were so horrible to that kid.
What do you think happened to him?
Stay away from me.
Valentine. That was a trailer for this movie.
Yes, it was.
All right, so Matt and Jill, as our unsuspecting victims, what is Valentine about?
Ladies first.
So the movie starts off at a middle school dance where there's this weird kid that none of the girls want to dance with, and they all harshly reject him, except one girl says, maybe later. And then another girl she says she'll dance with him, but they end up making out under the bleachers. And then people find them, and she says he assaulted her. And so he gets like shipped away somewhere. Fast forward 10 or however many years, and the same group of girlfriends who are pictured at the beginning start getting murdered by someone with the same initials as this guy from middle school, the weird guy from middle school.
But Jill, that's not important. You would never think to tell anybody that. So
no. JM, huh? Not important. So anyway, the movie is these girls getting these weird Valentine's cards and then getting murdered. And meanwhile, trying to figure out who the murderer is. Matt, anything to add?
Yeah, I'd just say, like, if you watch that first dance, I mean, you're getting so much foreshadowing. I mean, you could watch that and pretty much tell how the movie's going to play out. So, I think you got a pretty good summary of it, but if you only got, 2 minutes, just watch the beginning and let your imagination run wild.
Okay.
People die.
Well, Nate, what can you tell us about this movie?
So Valentine came out February 2nd, 2001, right in time for Valentine's Day. It is rated R, 96 minutes. It was made for about $10 million, made $36.7 million in the box office. So I think it was a minor hit, although did not generate any sequels. So, I mean, come on, movie people remaking everything. Let's get a Valentine sequel. What do you think? Anybody? Okay, that's about right.
I heard that they were actually trying to get it like remastered and do like a director's cut, and they just couldn't get any interest. So
yeah, the director's cut. There was a Blu-ray did come out a couple of years ago.
Oh, is it in the Nathan collection? Like
it is going to be.
It's like
it
our
is
own
ordered.
Criterion.
I have ordered this. After I watched it, I ordered it. I'm like, you know what? I got to hear the director commentary on this because what is happening? The taglines for this film. First one is "Love Hurts." That's a great tagline. One is "Revenge is sweet." There are 16 taglines to this movie, by the way.
Wow.
Roses are red, and so is blood. Candy is sweet, and so is revenge. Could be the worst rhyme that's ever been written in the history.
Someone just got real lazy at the end. There.
Yeah,
Wait, hold on. I think for it to rhyme, it needs to rhyme.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That roses are red. But, I mean, it's literally supposed to be a rhyme, and none of the words rhymed. So probably
Fantastic.
One of the worst taglines we've ever seen, which is really saying something. Another one, man, these are also bad. 1, 2, 3. Are you ready to die? Question mark. These are some of the worst taglines
That could
I've
be
ever
the
seen.
tagline for any horror movie, right? Like, there's nothing specific to this one.
Like, there's one that says "Fall in love with terror this weekend." What? Awful.
That was
All right.
actually an ISIS recruiting video.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Oh.
Wow. Well, it was in 2001. So there we go. Anyway, IMDb 4.9. Like I said, not part of a franchise. The director of this movie is Jamie Blanks, who you will remember from previous episode, Urban Legends. That's right. So we got the same guy from Urban Legend doing a very similar film. One based on Valentine's, one based on Urban Legends. So very minimal. Also did a movie called Crawl Space and not a lot else. We got Denise Richards in this one. Denise Richards has been in previous episode, Tammy and the T-Rex. Which is great. Mitch's favorite movie, Starship Troopers.
Good one.
Mitch's second favorite movie, Wild Things. You only like certain scenes.
Not taking that bait. Not taking that bait.
She was in The World Is Not Enough. She's in Drop Dead Gorgeous, a classic. A classic proto slasher film, actually. And she was in the 2018 movie Toy Box with the OC's own Misha Barton. So future episode, maybe. We got Marley Shelton, who plays Kate. She was Dr. Dakota Block from previous episode Planet Terror. She was Deputy Judy Hicks in Scream 4. And she was in Bubble Boy with Jake Gyllenhaal this same year. This came out the same year as Donnie Darko. And she was in a movie this same year with Jake Gyllenhaal. And there's a bunch of actually Donnie Darko overlap in this film, believe it or not, which I'll get into. We got a real murderer's row of a cast here. We got Lisa's favorite actress, Katherine Heigl, in this one briefly. She shot her role in only a couple days, so that's why she was not with anyone else in the movie and got killed off. She has disavowed the movie fully and wishes that she had not been in it, but too late. They already got you on film. So there you go. Apparently 27 Dresses was good, but this one, not so much. We got a lot of people. I'm just going to skip through that. Mitch, I wanted to ask you about the soundtrack real quick. Did you look at the soundtrack?
I didn't have to look at it, Nate. I heard it with my heart. The soundtrack's incredible.
It's incredible is a word for it. I'm going to go through a couple of the songs that are on the soundtrack. We got Rob Zombie's Super Beast, but not just Super Beast, the Porno Holocaust mix.
Mm-hmm.
So you're getting a little extra with that one. We got Disturbed, God of the Mind. We got Static X with a song called Love Dump.
Yeah.
Which is just that's just a terrible name. But it's the Mephisto Odyssey's Voodoo mix. This is a Mad Libs. This is a Mad Libs of words None of this makes sense. We got Linkin Park in there, Pushing Me Away. We got Deftones, Prescription Queen. We got Orgy's Opticon, my favorite of the mix. Anytime you get some Orgy in there is good. Marilyn Manson, timely with his time in the headlines with Valentine's Day. So that's not great. You got Amanda Ghost with Filthy Mind. You have a band called Professional Murder Music with a song called Fall Again. You got BT with a song called Smart Bomb, parentheses, BT's Mix. So the artist had their own band names mix in the parentheses of their own song, which is one of the most confusing things I've ever heard. You got Soulfly featuring Sean Lennon. That's right, John Lennon's son with Soulfly for some reason. You got Filter, Take a Picture, the hybrid mix. You got Snake River Conspiracy and Beautiful Creatures. Mitch, you are a fan of this soundtrack.
I didn't own this movie. I own this soundtrack.
What?
Got that in my anti-skip CD player, and I was
my God,
rocking.
You are going.
Look, you put Deftones on anything, and I'm buying. That's just
you're
a
a big.
I live by.
I thought you were going to say you put Professional Murder Music on it.
I don't remember this song, but I am familiar with Professional Murder Music.
All right. Well, that is right up your alley. So this is a 10 out of 10 for you. I had to go through that soundtrack because it is a mixture of words that makes absolutely no sense.
Yeah. Disturbed God of the Mind is in there. I mean, all these songs are featured prominently in the film too. So you can't miss them. I mean, even if you wanted to, you can't miss them.
There is a house party that is just the length of a CD and you hear all of it.
Yeah,
that's essentially what you're getting from this one.
I gotta side with Mitch here. I mean, like, I feel like you're like judging Mitch a little bit here, but it's
always
fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, yes, always. It's a great soundtrack.
Like, anything that's got Orgy Opticon in it, I'm 100%.
Oh, Orgy's great. I'm surprised Korn didn't make it on this thing.
Korn was. You got Disturbed. That was they hit that.
But they had Filter. Everyone has their own different mix for this. It's incredible.
I've never heard. There's like it's all different mixes of the songs you already knew.
Well, this band BT's like, I don't know that I care for the mix that my label did, so I'm just gonna do my own damn mix. And here's that one, since they won't put that on the record. I
know. Awesome, love it. All right, Lisa, would you have preferred Tara Reid as Dorothy and Jennifer Love Hewitt as Paige in this film? Because that was who was originally.
Guess who would have owned the movie if she had been in it?
Oh, it would have been this. Like I got both.
I don't care.
10 out of 10.
I mean,
it's the same.
Whatever.
No casting's going to save this for you.
No.
Okay. The director originally offered. The person originally offered the chance to direct was last episode's director, Donnie Darko, Richard Kelly, but he turned the offer down, probably to Donnie Darko, which might have been a smart move. What do you guys think? This movie versus Donnie Darko. What do you got?
Yeah.
Anybody?
For sure, Donnie Darko.
Smart move.
All right, everyone's in agreement. All right. I'm not so sure. Maybe I like this movie more. This is going to be interesting.
Yeah, but who remembers, Valentine versus Donnie Darko? That's where I'd go with.
It's probably just me. Yep.
Based on my listen of their last episode, apparently I don't remember Donnie Darko. So
no one does.
Good counter argument.
A version of you in an alternate dimension is all in Donnie Darko, but like in this parallel universe, not as much. So the director of that could have been that, which would have been crazy. Like I said, Katherine Heigl was just shot for a couple days. Hated the movie. Denise Richards was offered the role with no audition. I don't know how often that happens, but she's there. But her and Katherine Heigl are in the film probably the least of any of the main characters, and yet they are the top billed because they're like, look, we got Denise Richards also was 30 years old when this movie came out, which is crazy. That's pretty old for playing that age.
Okay.
How old do you think they are?
It's supposed to be like 10 years
thought they were
after high
close to-
school.
Yeah, I thought they were.
No,
at
it's
least
10
in their
years
mid
after
to-
middle school.
Oh.
I thought they're like 23. The one lady's in med school, so they're like a couple of years out of college.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, right? Yeah, I don't know. I thought they're like 23, 24 or something.
Nate,
Anyway,
if you want to go down a rabbit hole
I'm just saying.
of people who are not playing their age gaps, let's move on.
Okay, we got the guy. I don't know how to say this guy's name. David Boreanaz. I said whatever. The guy who's in.
That's fine. David Boreanaz.
Let's say
Sure.
the Bones guy. That's all I know.
The dude from Bones.
Yep. He's Bones.
No,
right?
it's Angel from Buffy.
I'm gonna go. With
It is
Bones.
Angel from Buffy.
I'm gonna go with Bones.
Those are both, yeah. You can tell a lot about a person based on what they know him as, either Angel from Buffy or Bones.
I'm a Bones guy.
Bones.
I've never seen an episode of Bones.
Clearly, because that's not his name,
but
but I like that you call him Bones. He's definitely not.
Bones is gonna be that dude's name.
Isn't that his last name? Isn't that what you just said?
David Bones. Yes. Borea Bones and as. Yes.
David Bones Boreanaz. Yeah.
I'm done. There's more. I'm done. No one really cares about this movie.
No,
Let's get into the beginning. The worst dance that's ever existed. A kid basically gets gang stomped at a middle school dance.
Yeah.
So no one put that as their most embarrassing moment. So I'm assuming no one has had this happen to them in this call, right? I mean, is that a fair guess?
Well, okay,
No?
look,
Okay.
this shit doesn't happen at Catholic school, and I'll tell you why. Because they would be making out of the bleachers. There's no room for Jesus in the middle. You've got to leave room for the Holy Spirit.
The Holy Spirit has to be
and
in the
your
middle.
date.
Was the Holy Spirit in between the foot and that kid's ribs? And the people kicking him?
Why did he go after the girls and not the 5 dudes that beat the shit out of him?
So in an earlier,
That's a good question.
in an earlier version of the script, the gang leader of that group of people, when this is a late 90s, early 2000s like whodunit slasher movie, when one of the female people is like on like the world's worst like Alta Vista web browser, like searching for like, oh, did someone die 5 years ago? Right? Like, which happened in this movie, obviously. In an earlier version of the script, she was going to look up and see one of those bullies had been killed under mysterious circumstances, but it didn't make it into the final cut of the movie.
Gotcha.
So that's where Matt's director's cut would come in handy. So it'd give you all that context that you need.
Missed opportunity.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Matt, Jill, y'all have been dating since preschool.
Except for that one break.
Except for that one break.
Except for that one break.
Oh man, was that at a middle school dance, Matt? Was that where that makeout picture got taken? Oh, it did.
It was a classy under the bleacher shot that somehow made it in the yearbook. I don't know how. Who was the editor on that? Jill was the editor trying to get revenge on you. Oh, you broke up with me in 7th grade? Interesting. Here's an under the bleacher makeout shot in the official.
Yeah, that worked out real well, huh?
Like, I don't know, man. Look, I'll tell you. In middle school, I had several crushes. I wanted a girlfriend and all that. Man, you just gotta shoot your shot and go from there. I mean, obviously, the getting curb stomped by a bunch of dudes is not fun. So that never happened. That never happened to me. But he seemed to really be hung up on getting rejected, and it's like, dude, it's gonna be okay. Things get better.
Well, getting rejected is okay. Not getting the punch bowl dumped on you, getting pantsed, and then getting the shit kicked out of you. It's a little bit more than that. He got carried with punch bowl.
But he goes after the girls that rejected him and not like the just the people that did that. Like I get going after Dorothy. I don't get everyone else.
I assume they're dead. I'm going to assume some of the bullies got killed.
Misdirected rage is all I'm saying in this film. Middle school dances though did suck. So I did always enjoy, at least at ours. I don't know if this is that way for y'all, but like, you'd have the slow dances with the girls, and like the boys are like 2 feet shorter than every girl. So you'll You're like this far away. Everyone's looking at their feet, not like talking like a normal person. It's all awkward. And then like they would play like tub thumping, and all the dudes would just start like moshing with each other, and all the girls would just walk off. Like that was it. For 2 glorious tub thumping minutes, the middle school dance was incredible.
Call me back with Savage Garden.
Speak for yourself. Yeah. I played bingo in the middle school dance.
Oh, that's right. Lisa, yeah.
Can't forget that.
Bingo.
Nice.
Yeah, we didn't have bingo at mine. But yeah, we had Truly, Madly, Deeply by Savage Garden.
Of course.
That's as you should.
Followed by Come On Ride the Train in the most awkward transition possible.
Yeah. These DJing this. Come on.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh man.
Wow. Middle school DJs, like y'all keep living the dream. I don't know who does
that. And then maybe after that, Natalie Imbruglia's Torn.
Oh,
throw that
man.
in while you're there.
Younger listeners are really wondering how old we are at this point. They're like, who are these songs they talk about?
Yes.
But then the hit song of the dance, at least in my day, was My Heart Will Go On by Celine Dion.
That closed it. That was how you closed it out. That was always the last slow song, Nate. Nate didn't stay till the end. He was already macking with someone underneath the bleachers.
Hell yeah. Not getting curb stomped. So that's good.
Yeah, I mean, also, I love that there's a Valentine's Day dance and that like no one's dressed up except for one creepy kid wearing a Cupid mask, and that's not the one getting his ass kicked.
Like, no.
Like why is
the
that
idea,
kid?
bro?
Yeah, he's like,
no, because as
he took some shade off.
Saw the mask, and that kind of merged.
No, but there was a kid wearing the mask at the time.
Yeah, I don't know who that kid is.
And that kid's like, oh man, thank God he took all the attention away from my mask.
See, I thought the movie was going to be that person in the Cupid mask who you didn't know who it was because based on the terribleness of that dance, the killer had killed themselves. And then that person felt like they needed to avenge them because they saw it all happen and help them. That's what I thought the movie was going to be.
That's
but
like
I always overthink
a little deep, Nate, for a 4.9 on IMDb.
I know. And then I was like, wait, we have like the Room-esque dialogue scenes happening in this movie, so never mind. But for a while, I really thought about
now,
it.
We're going to get into the major characters real quick, but I have to ask, were there any secondary characters in this movie that really stood out to you? Because I have a favorite character that only has 5 minutes of screen time, but man, what a glorious 5 minutes it is.
Who?
Any of the secondary characters?
No, you tell us who.
Oh, the new stepmom, Dorothy's stepmom.
Oh God,
incredible,
fantastic.
Worst acting I've ever, like room-esque acting.
That's what I'm saying, dude. There are scenes in this movie where it's like the worst play it's ever. It was like Lisa wrote these amazing words, and then the people kind of like walk in off screen, say their lines at each other, and then like back away.
That stepmom needed more scenes in this movie because
exactly. Yeah.
How did she survive? I mean, like, right? I mean,
she's having to deal with some old wrinkly balls.
Okay, look.
I don't. What
this is how you only have a house party when your parents are out of town for the weekend.
Is that how it works in your 20s?
Okay, they weren't there.
She's in her like mid 20s almost.
I feel like that's generous for her, right? Wasn't it like Dorothy, the daughter, was actually older or something? It's crazy.
Well, they're all in the same grade, I think, at the dance. I'm not sure.
No, Matt's saying the stepmom's younger.
Stepmom, I thought was younger.
The stepmom was supposed to be a little younger than Dorothy was.
Okay, yeah,
that was at least based on the insults.
Good times.
That's that's the real scary part of the movie. Start thinking about that too much.
I thought you were going to say the rhyming neighbor because he's quite a character.
Yeah, he's pretty great.
No,
God, I'm not falling into the bait of rhyming.
You're not falling into the bait?
You want to go on a date, Kate? You can be my mate.
All right,
I feel like we should
let's get going, Nate.
Well, are we allowed to ask questions about plot points yet?
Oh, of course,
yeah,
absolutely.
Go for it.
The plot is
so the murderer comes in while the neighbor is in Kate's apartment, but he didn't know the neighbor was in her apartment. So was he planning on murdering her then? Because he had his mask on, ready to go. Did I miss something there?
I think he knew that dude was a creep city.
But how did he know that guy was in her apartment right then?
Oh, right then? Ooh, that's
because he like had already planned out. He's wearing his mask. He had his.
You've already thought about this movie harder than anyone who was involved in this script.
I do my homework.
Hey, I gotta like a movie where someone catches the killer like doing something, like essentially catching the killer with their pants down. You know, kind of. That happened in this movie, and I love when movies do that because like the killers just kind of got about their business, and then someone walks in, they're like, "Uh-oh."
Now,
whoops.
Quick question.
I have a question for Jill.
Okay,
but so does Mitch apparently.
Well, I just have one quick question, just about this mask. Now, is this Cupid mask super creepy?
Yes.
Okay. Is the king cake baby that I'm showing you on my screen creepier? This is
Mitchell.
This is the actual mascot for the New Orleans Pelicans basketball team, and look that up. King Cake Baby Pelicans.
That was a question that I had. Which one's creepier, this Cupid one or the baby mask from Happy Death Day? Which is similar.
This thing that we're looking at right
now
is
creepier. Yes.
Look at the tiny hands, big ass head. That's stuff of nightmares right there. All right.
Yes.
Oh, so the wrinkles on the head are just gross.
It's supposed to be hair, but it does not look that way, does it?
It's supposed to be hair. Oh no.
Yeah. Lisa, what were you gonna ask?
No, so Jill, you're just out of college, you're moving to a new city. Well, I guess you're not moving to a new city. You're staying in your hometown, but you're moving out. You're on your own. A girl that you knew in school just got murdered. Do you just go home and go about your life?
I mean,
what are you supposed to do?
What's the
not just keep every time something bad happens, they're like, oh, I guess I'm just gonna go home and do my laundry. I'm like, no, someone got murdered. Stay in groups.
Talking to the police. Oh, I mean, definitely, stay in groups.
Yeah, don't just go home alone.
I don't know what you can do that differently.
Well, Lisa, I don't know what to tell you, but no one got murdered in their own home.
I'm sorry, but Dorothy has a mega mansion. I'm pretty sure all of her friends could have moved in with her.
Oh, that's okay.
Well, no, she's too busy letting transients and random dudes she just met move in instead.
The guy has internet investments. I put that in quotes. Internet investments.
Yeah, when was the .com bust? Because
this was the original. That guy actually made GameStop. I don't know if you know this.
He was trying to squeeze the stock way too early. GameStonks. Yeah.
Yes.
I
gotta say something about this movie real quick. Yeah. I used to make custom cards all the time. I used to make my own cards. These cards in this movie are fucking the greatest thing that's ever happened to making your own cards. They are very elaborate. They're well done. I just appreciated the craftsmanship on these murder cards.
Do you still have any of these custom cards that
I do? I have. Amanda has quite a few of them. Yes.
I would love to see them.
So I got one. The first one from I'll just call her Slay's Anatomy is the journey of love is an arduous trek. My love grows for you as you bleed from your neck. These are and then pulls it up and the knife hits the thing. That was amazing. No one else appreciated.
Yeah,
no, they were good.
The cards were a highlight for sure because this girl must not have been going to a very good med school. First off. I don't know how she's just randomly I'm just gonna work on some dead body. Lisa, you brought this up.
Because I had friends in med school and they told me that they would have to go down to the basement and they had a corpse assigned to them and that's how they studied anatomy and all that stuff. So that part was totally legit. Now the whole him just waltzing in with no badge or anything and knowing her locker, that's where it's a little suspect, I feel like, because he must have been stalking her for a while to know which locker was hers and all that crap.
Well, not even that. He was able to switch out a dead body in 5 minutes into a locker.
Yeah.
And here, look, if word of advice. This is something a horror movie teaches you about real life. If you are about to operate on a dead body and it breathes, maybe don't take your attention off the breathing body.
Yeah, that's.
And then when you're running away, if you're in a room that is full of just left open body bags, maybe don't just hide in one and hope he goes away.
Yeah, have an exit strategy.
Yeah. What was she going to do?
That was some of the most anticlimactic thing ever. Okay, there's only so many body bags.
And you hear him like stabbing into people. At that point, you know he's like going up. Like he's not gonna get tired halfway through. Be like, she's probably not in any of those. Just get out and run at that point.
Yeah.
One more thing with the cards though that I didn't like is the cards were great. The other one was, 'tis a well-known fact that beauty is skin deep. Savor the taste. You are what you eat. First of all, sounds like a Leprechaun line, which I'm 100% in on. With the "tis" in the beginning, that was great. But this
would have been better as a Leprechaun movie.
It would have been great, actually. But then when the friend dies and they're like with the cop, the private or the detective, and then they get a card, it just says, "Too bad, so sad." And I was like, okay, you got lazy. What happened? These are so elaborate. And then you said a card that says, "Too bad, so sad," and like crayon. Like, come on.
What he did send that one to the parents, so that makes sense.
That's true, I guess.
It wasn't sent to a victim. It was sent to.
Okay, if you're like a tangential person, you get like a very customary card or something. I don't know. So, where do we want to begin? So Matt,
we had that. Wasn't it? It's like the brunette girl, right? So wasn't she also at the dance and rejected him too? We never got to see her card.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, missed opportunity. That's what's going to be in the director's.
You mean Denise Richards? You mean Denise Richards?
No, the other one who like also dated the Campbell dude.
Yeah.
No, she wasn't part of the group.
No.
No, I think that was the med student that died. That was the other brunette from the dance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is just a random
one that dated Denise Richards card.
No,
I think we
didn't see a Denise Richards card.
I don't think so.
I'm remembering. That's why I need to go back and watch it on Blu-ray.
Jesus.
Yeah, we need the high definition to get all of the gory details.
Well, what I love is, if you had to rent this on Amazon, most movies are $3.99, but Valentine, just in time for the holiday, $2.99 special.
Boom! Look at
Amazon Video bargain bin.
Best $3 you can ever spend. All right, so Matt, I want to hear what's overall take on the movie. Anything stand out? Any kills? Anything that you found that was noteworthy in this one?
Noteworthy. I don't know. I mean, like, I feel like if I were being killed and I at least got one of those cool cards, I'd be like, oh, I saw this coming. I deserved it. But hey, this card was cool. But I feel like the thing that just like really just like
silver lining.
What really just kind of like bugged me is like the other people that died. It's like, why are they dead? Why they killed? I still don't know why they killed the Campbell guy. Like just like randomly, just axe in the back. Cool. And I just kind of not very nice sounding. But like, why kill the help? Like I think there's the maid and just like randomly killed her too.
Yeah, she was unceremonious also.
Yeah, it's just
really, unnecessary.
It cheapens the kill. I mean, if it's really about revenge, you go for the clean kill. You just go for the people you care about.
Unless they caught, so Campbell, I think the reason he killed Campbell was so that Dorothy would have a shitty night without a date.
Oh,
because she was like, I don't want to be alone in my own Valentine's party. So I think that's why he did that. Now the maid, I think she probably just stumbled upon him and he was like, well, shit.
Yeah, someone else stumbled upon him too. That's what I was saying. I wonder, maybe there was some off-screen stuff like, whoops, gotta kill you now. That didn't make the movie. Maybe. I don't know.
Like the guy with the wax, he probably died too.
So Matt, I don't
know. He didn't, and I wish he did.
He's still alive. He's still in that bed, like, hello.
Do you think it would be that bad? I don't think it'd be that bad.
Y'all can experiment this.
Before?
Y'all can experiment.
Wait, you're saying hot wax right on
your
your penis? No, that's not great. That's not great at all. No, that's
speaking from experience. Let me tell you,
that's a hard no on that one.
But I don't think it would kill you.
No, it wouldn't kill you.
Do y'all say wax it? Is that a phrase that the kids use?
No, that's not. A lot of Mr. Miyagi in this one. I don't know.
I was worried when she said, "You want me to wax it?" I thought it was going to be like the 40-year-old virgin. She's going to have the actual wax.
That would have been awesome. First of all, that guy had no body hair to start with. So nice try. Yikes. No, I mean, there's it's a nine person kill count in this. But he's really only aiming for 4. So yeah, it's about a double. For every one that the person's going for, there's like one extra. They get like a +1, like to a dance.
There's only really 2 kills that really stood out to me. One was the shower kill. It's probably the most brutal one, which is reserved for a girl that did not that just stumbled on him, in the house.
Yeah.
Oh, the sauna. Yeah.
Yeah, where she just gets because they actually linger on that one. The other one was the arrows at the art install, which I'm gonna tell you right now, that is my nightmare, is to be murdered in an art exhibit, like a postmodern art.
Douchey.
All of that was my nightmare.
Now you want to if you get murdered in like a good art exhibit, like in Velvet Buzzsaw, then it's okay. But if you get murdered in a shitty, douchey one like this one, oh man, that would be unpleasant.
It was bad.
Yeah. It was a great bow and arrow.
You already took the first arrow to the gut just stepping in there.
Yeah, you were.
Nice. I like that his plan was, I'm gonna just randomly invite this other girl to kind of join in and try to get like a 3-way going in the middle of my art exhibit.
60% of the time, it works 100% of the time.
Every
she
dude,
looked so offended when it didn't work out too.
Yeah. Every dude in this movie is shooting his shot, regardless of
everybody. Arrows, school dances, potential threesomes, just waxing in general. Yeah, it's
presenting yourself. Yeah.
The cop just totally groping on Denise Richards unprompted in the grossest way possible. Yeah, everybody is actually in.
Yeah, everyone's terrible in this movie.
Yeah, everybody's terrible. Wow.
I don't know, man. Is there really a lot that happens in this movie? It doesn't seem like it.
Mitch, you're not bringing up the basement kill, probably because it was awesome.
What, with the axe?
Well, no, it's just, hey, look, we always have the debate attic versus basement.
I know.
If you're a 2-bit con man, don't go in the basement because you get your justice.
No attic murders. Yeah, Cupid.
No attic murders.
Cupid carries an axe into the basement. I don't know. I really feel like there should have been more bow and arrow kills addresses Cupid. Also, the glove. Everything about his Cupid mask just was, I don't know, really dumb.
I liked it. I like the Cupid mask. Can we get anyone else like it? Just me?
Mask is fine, but I feel like it was weird that they had it at the dance. Like, why did he fixate on like some random person wearing on it in like a 6th grade dance?
Well, he's probably looking around like, I need help, and they fixate on that while he's getting pummeled. I don't know.
He was traumatized.
The visual, kind of got, like embedded
etched
in
his
skull
brain
while the traumatic thing was happening. Yeah, I don't know.
That would have been terrifying to see, a dude naked or wearing like a diaper, wearing a cherub mask and just like a bow.
Yeah, if he had been wearing a diaper the whole time,
that would have been awesome.
That would have been a lot more unsettling. Instead of looking like he just came from the set of The Matrix, but he just put on the Cupid mask.
Yeah, that was good. Well, I mean, speaking of that and the clothing in this, I mean, like this house party that happens for like the last third of the movie, we got a lot of early 2000s everything. You got the clothes, you got the music. What do you guys think about this party? Is this a party you guys would have gone to?
I wish.
Wanted to. Yes.
All right.
Minus the murder part.
Well, I mean, most people laugh. As long as you haven't jilted somebody who got curb stomped at a middle school dance, you're fine. So
when I was watching this scene in the house party scene, I was like, man, I really want to go to a party. It has been so long.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, this looks awesome.
Any party, I don't care.
I specifically would love to go to that party with that, with that soundtrack. Oh yeah, all about that.
Well, that's how you know this party never existed, because I thought the soundtrack was great for a party with like random like people. How are they not listening to how? Come on, it's Valentine's Day. You're not going to play "Pony" by Genuine. Come on.
Oh man, it's all in the Orgy and Rob Zombie and Static X songs called "Love Dump." If Love Dump isn't the Valentine song in this one, I don't know what is. But come on, I gotta look up that song again. The party looks awesome. And then the power gets cut, and then everyone leaves.
Well, the power gets cut because Denise Richards gets electrocuted.
What do you think about the least efficient kill I've ever seen? You trap someone in a hot tub, and then you just try to stab them with a really long drill?
It's too hot in the hot tub.
Why don't you just burn the person in the hot tub?
I liked that one because if you go back to the beginning of the movie at the middle school dance, her answer to him is, I'd rather be boiled alive and
dance with you.
I forgot that.
She gets murdered in the hot tub. So that was
she kind of danced, and he made her dance. Okay. I actually like that. I like that now. Okay, I'm on. Look how deep this movie is. Look how deep this movie is, Mitch. Just
bump up the heat, let her actually boil or something like that.
That's what I thought was going to happen.
So Halloween 2 already kind of did that. I put that in my notes. Like it kind of just scalds her face in the hot tub when she wasn't looking. So I guess it's a little different, but it seemed very inefficient.
Well, I like that he's like drilling. And he's like, fuck it. Just throws it in the water.
Yeah, and then stopped drilling and like just kind of winged her some. And then, that was something. Yeah, I don't know on that. I mean, I kept writing in my notes, when Dorothy is talking with that formerly fleeced girlfriend who then walks in on the killer. I mean, the dialogue is literally The Room. I mean, it is so terrible. And the people are all just so one note and awful. I mean, I was laughing. Did you guys get any unintentional comedy from this? I laughed throughout multiple parts at how stupid it was. No,
I don't know if I laughed. No. It was just
I laughed. I was like, this is terrible. I love this.
There's that line where it's like bad and then so bad that it's funny. It didn't cross that line.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, see, for me, it was starting to get over on that. Interesting. Okay,
sure.
All right, that's good.
No, not quite. Not quite.
Joe, I don't feel like we've heard enough from you on this one. I was, the main character is Kate. I really thought that I don't know. Something about this main character. I think even Lisa and I were like, oh yeah, Jill should watch this movie. So I want to know more about your overall thought with just. We kind of talked through most of the bullet point. We'll talk about the ending in just a second, but.
Well, I think you guys are being overly critical. I mean, it's a stupid horror movie. What are you expecting? Oscar-worthy performances? No. Like, I feel like it's par for the course for horror movies I've seen. So
fair,
I didn't think it was that bad.
We've also done like 300 episodes now. So
you guys are jaded.
Lisa's tired.
We've seen really good, we've seen really horrible, and we've seen meh. And this was meh, to me at least.
Yeah,
it's all right.
That's fair.
Well, one thing though, I mean, so if I think back to my middle school days, I definitely rejected people at dances. Sometimes not very nicely. And so I'm like, I feel.
Do you want to apologize to anyone?
Now.
Do you want to take the time to apologize to anyone?
Yeah, you just want to kind of get them all out at once, or
yeah. Sorry to all of you.
Okay.
Notice Jill doesn't remember names. She just like blankets on.
I do. No, I do remember names.
Wouldn't that be great?
Put them out there.
What if the killer showed up and they didn't have a mask on? You'd be like, hey, you,
Matt, you might want to. You might need to go back.
You
might need to go back and look at like the old like autographs in Jill's yearbooks. Just make sure no one's like,
yeah, really.
I'll always love you, Jill.
It's not creepy.
Catch you on the flip side
look back.
of my knife.
Dude, I looked at some of my old ones recently, and oh my Jesus, what?
Okay. What?
Just dumb shit. It's like, who would write this? You would be mortified to write this way. Like, hey, dude, hope you have a cool KEWL summer. It's just like, oh, I want to punch every one of these kids.
How many hags and hackesses did you get? Or did you get any of those, cool, S's?
Oh, cool S? Hell yeah. All about that.
I mean, they're
totally
they're the worst obligatory notes everyone does, because you can't, it's just like, hey, wow, what a crazy year. Glad we had math together. Anyway, see ya next year.
Anyway, kill you in 13 years. Right. See ya.
They're all so like just hot garbage.
Remember that time we curb stomped that dude? Have a great summer. And then just that's it.
The credit should have been like just random, like the year, like they should have kept something like that in there. Like they had it at the beginning with him like marking all the like I love you, on every like, I think he just went too hard too fast, man. You gotta you shoot your shot, but don't just get all wrapped up in it.
I feel like you're blaming the victim here. This guy got
how is he the victim?
Severely
literally the murderer.
Schools.
Well, before he was the murderer, he was a victim.
Yes. Yeah.
Don't go meta here.
Until the murders, this guy was the victim for sure.
Look.
Although then became a respected reporter. So I don't know. I guess could have let it be.
So let's talk about this ending. So real quick, at the end of it, you are led to believe, she Kate gets in a confrontation with the Cupid person at the staircase. She sits up full on Undertaker style, just straight from flat to like 90-degree upward bend, no arms, no. I can't do that anymore. I have to like roll around. It's real, it's like it's not graceful. And then she gets shot, and you find out it was Dorothy, or was it? It wasn't. It was her boyfriend that everyone guessed the entire movie. I mean, did anyone not think it was the boyfriend at any point in this movie?
So I was an idiot and I read the Wikipedia article that completely gives it away. I was just looking at the cast. I just wanted to see who these people were, because I was like, that person looks familiar. And then you see, whatever his name /JM.
Yeah, you gotta start doing IMDb over Wikipedia.
Yeah,
that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Womp womp.
Wasn't sure. No. I wasn't sure, Mitch. I had my doubts.
Sure.
I did not remember seeing this. I'd seen it, but I hadn't seen it since it came out on like TV or DVD or whatever.
You had seen this movie before?
Yeah, back when it came out.
I had seen it. Yeah, it's like,
but I'd forgotten I remember some parts, but I'd forgotten a lot of it. And I'd forgotten the fake twist at the end with Dorothy. On this time around, it looks like, I guess the intent was that he was trying to frame Dorothy, and so maybe he shoved her into her, and that was kind of the thing.
Well, I think she was disoriented from being like knocked out, and was kind of like,
maybe don't full on Undertaker sit up. When you're on the ground next to your friend, maybe you'd be like, oh shit, that hurt, and like you say, hey, help me. She just straight like rise from the dead 90 degrees. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how she sits up like that and isn't like it is surprised she gets shot.
Wouldn't it be pretty easy to like figure out that it wasn't her like later? Like if someone was investigating this,
the only person investigating it got his head chopped off. So
okay, and let's talk about this head floating in this water, which is like the fakest thing I think I've ever seen in my entire life. That head was like, it wasn't even like a finished mold. It was just like it had no features. It was terrible. And then
you got $10 million. Where are you going to spend them?
Yeah, exactly. And they were filming in Canada most of the time to save money too. So they were really making it count. Yeah, I mean, how could Dorothy have cut off that whole that dude was pretty he had a big neck. He was a lot of neck, that dude. And to cut off that head would have been a lot of effort for someone who was Dorothy. I mean, it didn't make a whole lot of sense.
Maybe the killer also didn't like asshole guys, and that's why he's killing all these extraneous people. Like, oh, you're gonna put your hand on Denise Richards' thigh, dead. You're gonna break into my girlfriend's apartment and smell her underwear, dead. Yeah. Maybe it was two separate motives.
Yeah.
Did the art dude get murdered?
So what you're saying is just
like you can't fuck with them, only I can fuck with them. Because then he kills the con man guy in the basement because he's trying to like extort her. It's like, no, I don't want any of this like rookie crap. Get that guy out of the way. I want to really like cause them pain. Yeah, that actually could make a lot of sense. Because the cop was Denise Richards. The underwear guy was the girlfriend. The con man guy was Dorothy. And then he didn't kill the douchey art guy. See, that would have been perfect. Kill the douchey art guy. That actually would have worked.
He really could have just been like, death.
That was a miss.
Chaotic neutral, just, here I am, judgment in a cherub mask.
Swap the housekeeper out for that dude, and this movie is definitely better. For sure. Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah.
Dang it. That's unfortunate. Yeah.
All
20 years too late.
Well, look.
Should have consulted with me first.
They should have. But they didn't, and we are left with this film. And I now just have to ask you, based on the film we did watch, what is your final cut?
Final cut.
Yeah, these movies would be so much better if they would just talk to us in advance and give our opinions. Nate, I'm kicking it over to you first.
Oh, you're starting with me? Okay, so this movie is the lowest budget film to ever have a Super Bowl spot, since we're right after the Super Bowl recording this. Only $10 million budget. I don't know how much of that budget went for a Super Bowl spot.
Wow, probably a considerable amount.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if that counts as a separate marketing budget or what. Anyway, Valentine had a Super Bowl spot, probably like a 20-seconder, but still. The Super Bowl commercial was just like that slow-mo bounce dancing of Denise Richards scene that happens in the movie. I'm assuming that was the majority of the thing, but yeah, for me, this is bad good. It's definitely bad. I think it's at some points it's so stilted. It's just hilariously terrible. Scary Gary the characters in this have absolutely no dimensionality like whatsoever, but they're just so hilariously terrible that I like it. I think it's Room-esque. The kills are fine. The twist at the end and the fact that the character has a nosebleed, which is like one of the easiest dead giveaways to find out if the person's the killer or not, was hilarious. The mask is creepy. I didn't hate this. I actually kind of liked it. I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10 maggot chocolates. I kind of liked it. This is closer to like the Jack Frost category. Jack Frost leprechaun category for me.
All right.
I feel like I'm going to be the high. I feel like I'm going to be the highest person for sure on this one.
You might. Let's go, Matt. What do you?
So I'm going to average it out. I'm going to say if I was watching this in high school back, in the early 2000s, I would have given it 9 dead bodies because it's just
9.
Perfect. Hold up. Fantastic for just like sitting in a living room watching, a terrible movie with a bunch of other, high school.
I'm liking it. I love
it.
Right?
Okay. It's good for that.
Love it. Yeah.
Flash forward to, 20 years to today. And it's just like, besides the soundtrack, which is a 10 out of 10. The movie is just like, it's fine. It feels like a $2.99 Amazon rental out of 10. So I'm going to average that out and say it's about a 6. As well.
Wow. All right. We are coming around on Valentine. Love it. All right.
Okay.
So there's high bars here.
All right, let's see. Let's go Lisa.
Yeah. So probably a 5 out of 10.
What is happening?
Valentine's Day
Everyone
card.
loves this movie.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I told you we've seen some great movies, we've seen some terrible ones. This one was fine. It was, yeah.
Okay. All right.
The cast, surprisingly, the cast was pretty good for what it was, and yeah.
So how
the
would you rate
soundtrack
this?
was really good.
How would you rate this cast? Because we've seen Urban Legend. We've seen a couple others that have some cast. There's no Jared Leto in this one. There's no Josh Jackson, Rebecca Gayheart. Does this one hold up with the other ones?
Yeah,
I know you
think
did last
so.
summer. You know, it holds up with those, you think?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Dang. People are higher on this than I thought they would be, and I'm loving it. So that's great.
Jill, you said that we were being too critical. I'm curious where that leads, where that ends up landing you with your final cut score.
Yeah. So, I mean, in your commentary, I feel like you guys were being pretty critical. And then in your ratings, they're like crazy high. And I've brought this up before on this podcast, but are you rating these movies compared to all the movies out there, or just horror movies, or horror movies you have watched for this podcast? Because I feel like you are not considering all the much, much better movies out there when you rate this a 6.
I also feel like you're not considering the much, much, much more terrible movies we've also had to watch for
that's the
this
thing.
podcast.
I've given a lot of low ratings. A lot.
Yeah.
I don't know what the average
Maybe
is
so.
over all the ratings, but
Jill,
it's
you
not,
feel like you've had it bad as a guest.
Man.
which I love.
You
This
feel
is,
like you've had it bad as a guest, but you really haven't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just oblivious to all the shitty movies out there.
This is the movie they give to people they like.
I'm just going to say that Metacritic rated this movie like a 1.7.
Oh yeah, everyone hated it. It got a D, like a D cinema score, D- or something. It was people did not care for this at all.
So my critique that I was going to give, because I thought I was going to be one of the higher ratings, was I actually did, like, it's a bad movie, but I did enjoy watching it. It was fun. I'm never going to watch it again, but it wasn't a waste of an hour and a half.
Yearly tradition for Valentine's? Just saying.
I'll think about it.
You keep your Blu-ray.
Yeah, I can loan you the Blu-ray next year, guys.
I'm just gonna let you know in advance.
Director commentary.
All you.
Yeah.
Tuck that one away. But that said, I thought my rating that would be high. It was just gonna be a 4. So
okay, a 4.
Didn't mean to drag us down.
I get it. No, that's fine. I have all my ratings in a spreadsheet. And the average rating I've given a movie on the podcast is a 5.6. So it's pretty close to about
pretty
average for all the movies. Yeah.
Where am I?
Sorry.
Do you have mine?
Let me revise. 4 bedside candles out of 10.
Ooh. Mitch, you're a 6.1. I'm just gonna do all of this.
Wax it, Jill. Let me.
And Lisa is the lowest at a 5.5. So
yeah,
that all tracks.
I'm gonna piggyback off of that. It is 4 out of 10 wax covered penises. So look, this movie is not good. It's not.
It's not.
It wasn't
how
good.
enjoyable
It
does
wasn't good
turn
back in the day.
Goodness?
It wasn't even really all that entertaining. There are much better, crappier horror films that are funnier and much more. It's just not good. There's nothing new about it. The twist is, it's not even really halfway a twist. You could see this. You could see the ending coming a mile away. I don't even know that the kills are even overly fantastic. This is just a very bland, you know what you're getting horror movie, and it's fine. And I think the point I've heard from y'all is, from our Unsuspecting Victims, if you don't watch a whole lot of horror movies, it's probably fine. If you watch a shit ton, if you're a big horror movie fan, you either think this is really funny like Nate, or you don't. It either works for you or it doesn't. And for me, it didn't. I had to rewatch the last 15 minutes because I fell asleep. So I had to go back.
Wow.
Mostly a love dump for you.
That
Love
dump for sure. It's the second half. So
but not a normal love dump. The Mephisto Odyssey's Voodoo remix.
But Jill, to your point about where we rate it, compared to other movies, it's not the worst thing I've seen by far. It's just it was just so bland. It's like there's nothing interesting or unique to it.
It's right in the middle.
I told you I read the Wikipedia article for it, and it had some of the comments from movie critics, and one was basically this movie would have been a lot better if there were some gratuitous nudity scenes.
Well, see, classy.
So the one thing the movie was missing.
Valentine keeps it classy. That's another point in its favor right there.
Yeah, I don't know that I agree with that. I don't think nudity would have saved this one. But sure, I guess that is an opinion that's out there.
Once I get the Blu-ray next week, I will watch it with the director commentary, all the special features, and give you guys the inside scoop and all of the deep. I'm sure there's huge meanings that we're missing with absolutely all of this.
Well, guys,
it's Donnie Darko-esque, maybe.
Look, I gotta tell you, this Valentine's date has lasted long enough. I'd like to split the check. I think Jill, you've had 2 of the Perriers. Lisa had the tuna. We're gonna split it. I'm not gonna.
You're eating tuna on Valentine's Day? Come on,
I don't know.
That's amateur hour. Over
well, like sushi.
I just get
like
Perrier.
Sushi.
I don't get champagne.
I don't know. It's.
Look,
this is a boring Valentine's Day.
Bones got a champagne bottle to the face.
Mitch is ready to leave. Mitch has had enough of this Valentine conversation.
You did not rhyme that. Come on.
Mitch doesn't have to rhyme it. Mitch just has to talk in the third person, like the first date in the movie.
Oh, you're the creep. Okay, you're that creepy. There's so many creepy guys in this movie. It's
many.
Exactly.
It's funny. It's funny. I forgot how creepy he was, and by comparison, by the end of it, I'm like, oh, he didn't seem that bad. And then Lisa taught me through. I'm like, oh no, wait, he's still terrible.
I'm surprised he didn't come back up.
He did very briefly, not to prolong conversation. They brought him in for questioning, and then they had him let him go.
Because he probably answered all the questions in the third person, like, Jesus fucking Christ, it's not this guy.
Get him out of here.
Nate, where can listeners send their Valentine's cards to us?
You can send your Valentine's card, Texas Podcast Massacre at gmail.com, at TX Pod Massacre on Twitter, Texas Podcast Massacre on Instagram and Facebook. Give us a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts or any of your other podcast platforms. Put a movie in there that you request, Human Centipede, all the Ring movies for Lisa, etc., and we will put it on our list. So get those reviews in.
Yeah. So
happy Valentine's Day. Try not to get curb stomped.
Yeah.
Which solid advice.
Look, if you're social distancing, the curb stomping should not even be theoretically possible.
Yeah.
So maybe that's the way to do it.
Look, just like a middle school dance, this Valentine's Day, leave some room for the Holy Spirit. That's your social distancing guideline. Yeah, happy Valentine's Day. I hope you enjoyed this film. I don't know. This movie. Jesus. Jill, Matt, thanks so much for spending Valentine's Day with us.
You're welcome. Thanks for inviting us. It was great.
Yeah.
4 out of 10. 4 out of 10 Valentine's.
4 out of 10 Valentine's. Hey, given the year that's happened, that's high. That's high marks. Yeah, that's
raising the average.
Yeah, we're not leaving the house. What else are we gonna do? Sure.
Yeah, exactly. That's great. Yeah. So from all of us here at Texas Podcast Massacre, thank you so much for tuning in, and just keep telling yourself it's only a movie. Happy Valentine's Day.